Quietly building an empire. The story of two sisters and lessons about success doesn't always tell. As children, Rachel Carter and her sister Emily used to cycle across Maple Drive after school. Every time they passed by a Victorian mansion with a veranda and intricately carved wood details, the sisters stopped, dreaming about the future. "When I'm rich and successful, I'll buy this house," Emily always affirmed with confidence, while Rachel just smiled and quietly took pictures to put on the vision board in her room. For both of them, the house is not only a material dream, but also a symbol of everything they want to achieve in life. But after graduating from high school, the two sisters chose very different paths. Emily, with unlimited ambitions, passed the exam to enter a prestigious business school. She is determined to pursue a career on Wall Street, where she believes she will find success and recognition. Meanwhile, Rachel, instead of choosing the flashy path, decides to become a high school math teacher, following in the footsteps of her mother, who has inspired her since childhood. Emily often criticized Rachel's choices. On the rare occasions when she visited home, Emily did not hesitate to express her opinion. "You're wasting your talent, Rachel. Being a teacher? It's a waste of your math ability." But Rachel just smiled. What Emily didn't know was that Rachel had used her same mathematical skills to develop an algorithm that predicted real estate market trends. A personal project that Rachel secretly worked on every summer when she wasn't in class. While Emily spends her time attending networking parties in the Hamptons and staying up late at night on Wall Street, Rachel quietly buys and renovates properties in potential areas. Their mother, the only one who knows about this secret project, has been supporting Rachel since the first days. With her mother's help, Rachel founded Carter Legacy Holdings, a real estate investment company with a name that many people mistakenly believe is related to education. After 10 years, Emily achieved what she dreamed of: an associate director position in Manhattan, a luxury penthouse, and a wardrobe full of designer suits. Her success is always conspicuous, always praised. And Rachel, the sister she once despised, has quietly built a real estate empire worth more than $100 million without anyone knowing. The two paths are different, but both are leading to lessons about success, a lesson they are about to discover together. While Emily Carter climbed the career ladder on Wall Street, Rachel continued to work quietly as a high school math teacher. For Emily, success must always be brilliant and outstanding. She appeared at lavish parties, owned a penthouse in Manhattan, and wore expensive designer suits. With each promotion, Emily's confidence grew, and with it came a contemptuous view of the path Rachel had chosen. "Do you think you're wasting your life, Rachel?" Emily asked during a rare home visit. "I don't understand why you are satisfied with such a small teacher salary." Rachel just smiled, not retorted. She understood that Emily, with her perspective on a world of competition and fame, could not understand her true goals. Rachel is more than just a teacher. In the summers, when she is not in class, she spends time researching the real estate market. She developed a complex algorithm to predict market trends and search for potential properties. With her mother's help, she founded Carter Legacy Holdings, a real estate investment firm that operates under sophisticated legal structures to keep Rachel's identity private. Within 10 years, Rachel quietly built a real estate portfolio worth more than $100 million. From developing neighborhoods to historic renovation projects, every investment decision is carefully calculated. She uses the profits to continue expanding, renovating homes, and supporting the community, all while maintaining the image of a humble teacher living in a tiny house and driving an old Honda. Rachel's success is not ostentatious, but has a great influence. She has revitalized neighborhoods, created housing opportunities for hundreds of families, and contributed to the development of local communities. While Emily measures success by financial metrics and personal reputation, Rachel measures it by the positive change she brings to those around her. The differences between the two sisters became more and more apparent, but Emily still didn't know that she was belittling one of the state's most successful real estate entrepreneurs, her own sister. However, this secret cannot be kept forever, and the day of revealing the truth is approaching. Rachel knew that that moment would change not only the way Emily saw her, but also the way Emily saw herself. Emily Carter continues to shine with success in her financial career. At the age of 32, she became an associate director at a prestigious investment bank, owned a penthouse in Manhattan, and lived in the glory of lavish parties. Every time she returned home, she did not forget to recall her successes, sometimes with a clever mockery for her sister Rachel. "Still a teacher? I don't understand why you're happy with that salary," Emily would say, not knowing that they were just a breeze to Rachel. Rachel continues to live a modest life on the outside, but on the inside, she is building a real estate empire that no one knows about. With her mother's support, Rachel has acquired valuable properties in the city center, including the Victoria Mansion on Maple Drive, the sisters' childhood dream. While Emily was busy escalating her career, Rachel quietly restored the mansion in historical style with her mother's support in the last years of her life. Rachel's secret and the differences between the two sisters gradually become apparent. On the one hand, Emily measures success by fame and external recognition. For one thing, Rachel measures it by the positive impact she makes through real estate projects and teaching work. But Emily knew nothing about it. To her, Rachel is still just a little teacher in the family. Everything changes when their mother suddenly dies of a heart attack. This sudden loss left both sisters devastated, but they faced the pain in different ways. Rachel found solace in teaching and continued her business. Meanwhile, Emily rushes to buy the Victoria Mansion, which is full of childhood memories. At the funeral, Emily stood in front of family and friends, proudly declaring that she had made a deposit to buy the Victoria Mansion. In everyone's eyes, this is another testament to Emily's great success. "Maybe I'll be a housekeeper sometimes," Emily said with a hint of sneer at Rachel. But what Emily didn't know was that the mansion had belonged to Rachel 3 years earlier. Rachel remained silent throughout her sister's speech, but in her heart, everything had changed. Secrets can't be kept forever, and Rachel knows that the truth will soon be revealed, a truth that will change not only the way Emily sees her, but also the way she sees herself. After the sudden death of their mother, Rachel and Emily Carter faced the pain in different ways. Emily, as usual, used success to fill the void. Hearing that the Victorian Mansion on Maple Drive, a symbol of their childhood dream, was for sale, Emily did not hesitate to make a deposit. For her, buying this house is not only a way to honor her mother, but also a testament to her success. At the funeral, during a reception at the family's old home, Emily stood in front of everyone and proudly declared, "I just made a deposit to buy the Victoria villa we dreamed of when we were children. Maybe Rachel will come and look after the house for me sometimes." The words with a smug smile made the atmosphere in the room awkward. Rachel remained silent, not revealing that the mansion had been owned by her for 3 years. The next day, at the family's lawyer's office, Mr. Peterson, a longtime friend of his mother's, began the reading of the will. Emily sat next to Rachel, confident and cheerful, occasionally showing her sister pictures of the design ideas she planned to implement for the mansion. But Emily's smile quickly faded when Mr. Peterson opened a large envelope and revealed the first document, the current ownership of the Victorian Mansion. "The home has belonged to Carter Legacy Holdings since 2020, Peterson said, handing out the paperwork. "This company is owned and managed by Rachel." Emily was stunned, reading the document over and over again, and her voice was lost. "Rachel? This is a joke?" Rachel calmly took out her phone, opened her property management app, and showed it to her sister. "Not only the villa, but also 60% of the commercial real estate in this area is in my portfolio," she said, her voice calm. Emily couldn't believe her eyes when she saw the list of properties that Rachel owned, including a historic theater, a tech startup center, and a high-end apartment complex. It was an empire she had never imagined, built quietly by the sister she had always looked down upon. Emily's surprise didn't stop there when Mr. Peterson pulled out a letter from their mother. In the letter, their mother explained that Rachel built this empire not only to succeed, but also to make a positive impact on the community. She emphasized that Rachel has quietly become one of the most successful real estate entrepreneurs while retaining her humility and personal worth. Emily sat motionless, her previous taunts for her sister now echoing in her head. But what touched her the most was the truth. Their mother always trusted and supported Rachel, helping her achieve without outside recognition. When Mr. Peterson read the letter from his mother, the room became stiflingly silent. The letter not only reveals the secrets of Rachel's success, but also contains deep lessons that she wants the sisters to realize. She emphasized that Emily, with her ambition and success in the world of finance, has achieved many things to be proud of. But in that journey, she forgot the value of measuring success by positive impact instead of just by external recognition. For Rachel, she is grateful for her perseverance and foresight. She tells how Rachel used her knowledge of math not only to teach students, but also to create a real estate empire, turning old neighborhoods into livable communities. Rachel's success isn't noisy, but its impact is profound, from creating affordable housing to supporting small businesses. When the letter ended, Emily couldn't hold back her tears. She looked at Rachel, who was still her usual composure, and exclaimed, "You've been looking at me wrong for so long. I always thought I was a successful person, but what I did was really much greater." Rachel replied softly, "You're not wrong. Her success is impressive, but I think she wants us to understand that each person has a different path, and it's important that we support each other." It was the first moment Emily truly saw Rachel not as the little teacher she had mocked, but as a strong and talented sister. Her mother's letter sowed the seeds of reconciliation, and Rachel knew that this was her chance to start rebuilding the relationship they had lost. After the testamentary reading, both Rachel and Emily felt a change in their relationship. Her mother's letter helped the sisters to look at themselves, no longer based on comparisons or old prejudices. Emily, who once prided herself on her conspicuous success, now realizes that she has missed the opportunity to get to know her sister, someone who is not only humble, but also talented and influential. The next day, Emily went to Rachel, no longer looking complacent. "I built all this without anyone knowing," she said, her voice full of admiration. "I think it's time for us to do something together, as I once wanted." Rachel agreed. With Emily's financial expertise and community vision, Rachel realized that collaboration could open up more opportunities. The two sisters began discussing how to expand their real estate portfolios, not only to increase economic value, but also to contribute more to the community. One of the first projects they worked on together was to turn the library in the Victoria Villa into a community learning space. The room, where she used to spend a lot of time, is now used to hold free classes on finance and business for disadvantaged students. Emily participates in teaching in the evenings, sharing her real-world experiences with students, while Rachel continues her teaching work at the school and manages real estate projects. Over time, the two sisters have not only become partners, but also true sisters. The mansion on Maple Drive, which was once a childhood dream, is now a symbol of solidarity and the legacy that my mother left behind. They learn that success lies not only in what you achieve, but also in how you use it to help others and build strong relationships with loved ones. The Victorian mansion on Maple Drive, which was once a symbol of Rachel and Emily's childhood dreams, is now not only a restored home, but also a hub of meaningful projects. The two sisters, who had walked two different paths, now work together to make this house a living legacy of their mother, a place that inspires the whole community. The library room, where my mother used to spend a lot of time, was renovated into a community learning space. Here, Rachel and Emily offer free classes on finance, investment, and life skills for students and young people in the area. Emily, with extensive financial experience, takes on the role of evening lecturer, communicating the strategies she has applied in the corporate world. Meanwhile, Rachel continues her teaching career at the high school, while also managing real estate projects with the goal of expanding their positive impact on the community. On Sunday mornings, Rachel and Emily sit in the library, discussing business strategies and new ideas. Sometimes they share stories about their mother, who they now realize has quietly cultivated both daughters in a separate but meaningful way. Their story, from misunderstanding to reconciliation, is not only a journey of two individuals, but also a testament that true success is not in what you achieve, but in how you use it to deliver value. For Rachel and Emily, Their mother's greatest legacy is not a mansion or a property, but a lesson in love and solidarity.